We're in corn here today. It's June 9th. It's hot out. Corn's growing rapidly. We've got corn still going on the ground to corn that is V6. How do we know it's V6? Two ways. First thing you can do is split the plant open, and your first 5 nodes will be stacked right down here. And then once you start to see separation, you'll be V6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on up through. So once those start to separate, that's how you know what growth stage you're at. The other way to do it is count leaves, fully colored leaves. So right here we've got 1 leaf as the first leaf that came out. It's already sloughed it off. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Staging corn at this time is very important because a lot of herbicide applications are happening. And many of those are cut off at V6. Some things that can potentially happen to the corn at V6, and the reason why we cut them off is that air is being developed. The corn plant, no matter what herbicide you put on, even if it's straight glyphosate, still has to metabolize it. So you can see some adverse effects from herbicide applications. Other things, you know, the corn is growing very fast, so if we're putting a growth regulator on it, like a status or a Diflex or any product that contains dicamba, that plant, even though those products are safened, still has to metabolize it. So you can see some adverse effect, like buggy whipping, can make the corn brittle later in its life. A lot of fertilizer going on as well, so have seen some cosmetic leaf burn from dry fertilizer applications. Typically it's on the leaf margins. If it gets down the whorl, you can see it more spread throughout the leaf, but that's what's going on there. Getting some questions on irrigation. I do see a lot of pivots going. That's a good thing, especially if you sprayed your post-application herbicide or have put on fertilizer just to get it watered in. Another thing to be thinking about is just root development and the nodal roots. The top inch and a half of the soil is getting very dry in spots. And we want these to come out into moisture and have a good start to their life, because that's what's ultimately going to be feeding this plant later in life. So if you do have the capacity to turn the pivot on, I'd encourage you to do that. Looks like we're in for a hot, dry summer, so try and stay ahead of that best we can. As far as GDUs, we're accumulating 25 to 30 a day. Even at night, we're not cooling down that much anymore, so this corn's going to be growing rapidly. A lot is going to be happening in the month of June, so try and stay ahead of your fertility, the weeds, and your water. If you have any questions, give myself or your Pioneer sales rep a call.